What is going on, everyone? It is me, Sky, the Zombie, coming back to another video here today, and today I'm going to be bringing you my reactions to the WWE Great Balls of Fire. I'm watching it right now. It just started. Bray Wyatt is making his entrance, and he's about to take on Seth Rollins, so that is going to be lit. So, Seth Rollins and Bray Wyatt, that was actually a pretty good match. What happened was, Bray Wyatt hit his thing where, like, he picked Rollins up, and he slammed him down on the ground, and then he covered him, and then he kicked out. And then Wyatt was getting all mad, so he was like, Rollins was on his knees, and Bray Wyatt was like slapping him, being like, fight me, come on, get up and fight me. And Rollins got up, and he definitely did fight him. He was like slapping him and punching him and kneeing him in the face. And then Bray Wyatt just kicked him in the knee, and then rolled to the outside. And then Rollins was like grabbing him by the hair, and then the referee was like, no, you don't do that. And then Bray Wyatt just like kind of like thumbed him in the eye, then got in the ring and hit the Sister Abigail and got the 1, 2, 3. And yeah, that was actually a pretty good match to start off the show. Alright, so Big Cass and Enzo Amore came out and they had a match. Enzo cut really good promo before the match started, and then Big Cass came out. He's got a whole new like outfit, he's got a whole new entrance theme song and all that stuff. And then the match happened, and the entire match, Big Cass just dominated Enzo. Like, Enzo barely got anything. He, like, kicked him in the knee once. That's, like, all Enzo did. And then there was, like, this spot where Big Cass picked him up, like, over his head like that, and then threw him outside the ring onto the outside. And then Enzo got into the ring, like, right when the referee was about to say 10. But, then Big Cass was just sitting there. He was all disappointed and stuff. And then Enzo got up and he turned around and he got a big boot right to the mouth. And then 1, 2, 3. And Big Cass was your winner at Great Balls of Fire. What a match that just was. I just watched Sheamus and Cesaro fight the Hardys in a 30-minute Iron Man match. I didn't know it was going to be a 30-minute Iron Man match. I don't know how I didn't know that, but I didn't know that. And what a match. At the beginning of it, they started off and Cesaro and Sheamus were like just dominating the Hardys. They were up by like 2 by like the 10-minute mark. It was like 1 to 3, and yeah. And then towards the very end, that's when it got all action-packed. In the ending, I didn't like that ending because Matt Hardy and Sheamus were fighting in the ring, and then they clotheslined each other. And then you saw Jeff Hardy, who was up on the top rope, and he had a swanton bomb on Sheamus. And then Cesaro just came running in and covered Jeff Hardy with like a roll-up. And then it was 4 to 3, and they had 20 seconds left to somehow pin Cesaro. And Cesaro was just running around the ring trying to avoid Jeff Hardy. And Jeff Hardy hit a twist of fate and then got in the cover. 1, 2, the buzzer went off right when the referee was about to hit 3. And I was like, no! So Cesaro and Sheamus are still your tag team champions. So Alexa Bliss just went up against Sasha Banks, and it was actually a really great match. There was like a bunch of times where I thought Sasha Banks was like literally dead in that match because there was some really good spots in there. And but the match ended in countout because Alexa Bliss rolled out of the ring after like getting to the rope after the bank statement, and then Sasha like grabbed her hair, kind of like this exact same thing that Wyatt did, but Bliss just turned around and did like a freaking and then just friggin' laid against the barricade and got counted out, and then she left with the title. But then Sasha ran after her, and they were fighting up on the stage, and then Alexa Bliss went to do her DDT on the announce table, but Sasha Banks reversed it and then like elbowed her off of it, and then when she got up, she jumped and did the double knees to Alexa off the announce table. So that was pretty lit. And now next match is Dean Ambrose versus The Miz for the IC title. So Dean Ambrose and almost said Alexa Bliss. Dean Ambrose and The Miz fought over the Intercontinental title. It was a pretty good match. I was kind of on Snapchat the entire time, so I wasn't really paying attention. But The Miz, he won the Intercontinental Championship, or he didn't win it, he retained it. So Dean Ambrose is not the Intercontinental Champion, which makes me sad because I really like Dean Ambrose. He's my dad. So, yeah, I hope I don't know. Hopefully they're done feuding, because they've been feuding for a long time. So, hopefully Miz can move on to someone else for a change. So, Roman Reigns and Braun Strowman just destroyed each other. And Braun Strowman ended up Roman went for a spear, but Braun was like, nope, and he threw him in the back of the ambulance, and he won. But then Roman came out of the ambulance, and he speared Strowman, and then he put him in the back of the ambulance, and he drove into the backstage area, and then he backed up into a trailer, and it just smashed the thing with Braun Strowman in it. And people are now trying to get him out, and now Heath Slater and Curt Hawkins are out here. I think they're gonna have a match for something. I don't know, but Braun Strowman did beat Roman Reigns. But yep, Curt Hawkins and Heath Slater are gonna fight right now. So Heath Slater and Curt Hawkins. Why do I keep getting them mixed up? But Curt Hawkins came out and they were wrestling a match. Then all of a sudden, on the side, they saw like an ambulance come, and then you just heard the bell ring, and it said Heath Slater won. But they had firemen come in fire trucks, and they came and they had to bust the door open with some like machines, and then they got Braun out, and then he was like crawling on the ground. He was shoving them all away when he was trying to help them. He was like, "No, get away from me!" And then he got up and he started limping away. So he's okay. Thank God. I thought he was like legitimately gonna be hurt, like super hurt, but he crawled away and then he started limping away. So he's okay, but the doctors need to help him, but he will not let the doctors help him. So I don't know what to do there, but hopefully you're okay, Strowman. I wish you the best of luck in your recovery and all that stuff. If you are really hurt, maybe it was just all like a show or something, but I don't know. Roman Reigns just tried to kill Braun Strowman, so Brock Lesnar went up against Mojo, and Mojo was dominating the whole entire match, like the whole match. And he put him in the Kalita Clutch a couple times, whatever the name is. I botched that sentence up probably. But he put him in the Kalita Clutch a bunch of times. But that last time, he wrestled him down to the ground where he was on his knees, and he had the Kalita Clutch in. And Brock Lesnar's face was all purple and all that stuff, and he was legit about to pass out again. But then he just gets up and he picks Mojo up and hits the F5, and then gets the victory. Mojo did attack him before the match started. He like threw him against the barricade and then like punched him a bunch of times, and he picked him up, slammed him through the announce table. But that didn't matter. That match was like about 97.8% Mojo, but at the end, Brock Lesnar just caught him with an F5 and they got the victory. So Great Balls of Fire was actually a pretty good pay-per-view. I would give it... I'd probably give it an 8 out of 10. It was actually pretty good. I enjoyed it. And, yeah, I didn't think it would be nearly as good as it was, but it was pretty good. So hope you guys all enjoyed this video. Let me know what you guys thought of the pay-per-view if you did indeed watch it. So, yeah. And subscribe to this YouTube channel. Leave a like on this if you guys want more. And, yeah, it's been your boy, monky, and I'll see you all later. I am probably going to go to bed because I'm tired.